Hey everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. We're back here at our main platform, but in the distance there is a fancy new building, which is our nuclear production facility. I've fancied it up a bit in between episodes, but we'll go over there in a little bit. For now, we are back here for reasons. Before we get into those reasons, though, we will talk about this evening's beverage. This is a... I'll put the lime right in my face. Okay, lime. This lime is inappropriately sized for this drink. This is a nuclear daiquiri. The recipe is up there on the screen. It is not green, and there is a reason for that. The reason is one of the ingredients is falernum. Falernum is like it's like a spiced simple syrup, I guess. I do not have falernum, and it's very hard to get. I probably could have made my own, but I didn't. I used a substitute. I used grenadine, so that is why it is red. If you use falernum is like a yellowy color, so the yellow and the green makes it look a little more green and a little more nuclear. But hey, this is a red nuclear daiquiri, I guess. And yeah, let's give it a shot. Cheers. It's not great. It's not great. Um, the chartreuse and the rum are not playing nicely together. I want, like... If I had Falernum, I don't know if it would actually make a difference. Maybe the spice... It's like an allspice kind of flavor, so maybe the allspice would kind of mellow the chartreuse and the rum. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's very, It's like the rum and chartreuse are fighting each other in my mouth. It's great. Anyhow, we are here in my building of shame. This is just a complete nightmare in here now. I've had to do a little bit of adjusting. I've had to install a lot of overflow because belts were backing up. Mostly because I have so many things on belts. Really what I should have been doing from the get-go, which I've sort of been incorporating now, is having buffers, storage buffers on the lines before these things, so the lines can keep flowing without backing up. So I've installed buffers for things like my frames and my coolers, my smart wire, just to keep those belts moving a bit. These things, radio control units. So yeah, things are a mess, but things are for the most part working. There is still a bit of a motor shortage. That's something that still needs to be rectified, but that's not what we're doing right now. Right now, what we're doing... Yeah, we definitely need to rectify that motor shortage. Right now, what we're doing is our fused modular frames are full, and we also have a little bit excess radio control units. Now, the next part that we are working towards is going to be the nuclear pasta. So, nuclear pasta requires things to be built in a particle accelerator, but it also requires what's the next cube? This thing. Pressure conversion cubes, which are frames and radio control units. So, with that being said, I am going to set up a bit of an assembly here for radio control units and pressure conversion cubes to be used. Now, this recipe gives me 1, and it's 2 to 1. I'm not sure. So the particle accelerator... Wow, it makes half a minute. So we could technically have 4 particle accelerators, maybe. So essentially, 4 radio control units per minute. So I basically need 2 assemblers up here. That's what we're coming down to. So why don't we get that going? This is going to happen when the time comes, which is not yet. But this is going to happen over there somewhere. Possibly right in here. I might extend this a little bit out, and we'll put our particle accelerators kind of in that area. The reason is I need a train with copper to come in and drop off copper, which I can turn into copper powder. So we are going to build those pressure conversion cubes here. So let's do that. The reason I'm doing this now is because things are starting to back up. Specifically, my fuse frames are starting to back up, and I don't want that to happen. Because they are going to back up my belts, and so instead of tossing them, I'd rather just use them. And we're going to use them with this. Now, radio control units are a bit of a problem right now. I don't think I'm creating enough to manage 2 machines at once, 2 assemblers at once. Now, I have other manufacturers making radio control units, which I've shut down, so I could hypothetically... Oh, God, these hitboxes from the coal generators. Oh, man. It's okay, we can go this way. I could, in theory... What could I do in theory? Oh, go start up the other manufacturers for the radio control units. That is an option. I'm not going to yet. I will probably wait and see how this process is working out. Once we start actually making nuclear pasta, and I'll see where we're at with that stuff at that time. For now, let's just get the pressure conversion cubes going, and we'll slap everything in a box here that is not going to fit. So we're not actually going to do that. Can I put belts in here? Okay, belts fit, so that's good. I was secretly hoping they maybe fix that. Whoops. Fix that collision issue. Alas, they did not. Hey, this is like a great spot for a storage chest. Especially if we're putting our things out here. Okay, you go there. Are you in line by any chance? No. I wonder if I could line that up. With that wall hole. No, the collision's not going to let me do it. Oh, it's so annoying. I'm so close to. Oh well. It also kind of is annoying that my staircase is right here, but c'est la vie. Now, we have another problem here, and that is that this is going to not... Actually, this might work like this. I was going to say, this is not going to line up nicely, but I can maybe force it to if I go like this. Yeah, there we go. It'll line up just fine. Oh, that's a problem, though. You have to come back a bit. You're not going to let me, eh? You're going to come back to at least there. Okay. This should be fine. I'm pretty sure I've deleted the recipes in doing all these deletions. But that's fine. Okay. Well, we got the output sorted. So that's a plus. We gotta go redo these recipes. Oh, that is not at all where that's supposed to go. Okay. Pressure conversion cube. Thank you. We'll paste you in here. So, let's get those belts over here. And let's bring them through this. Okay. Let's bring them through this wall. That other wall is clearly not going to work. Now, how do we want to do this? Because this thing is in an awkward position. I think we go like this. So we can do a splitter here. And a splitter there. Perfect. Stack. I don't like that when you're floating, the stacking doesn't work super great. Or hovering, I guess. You're not really floating. Okay, there we go. So one of these belts is going to be our fuse frames, and the other belt is going to be the other thing. Radio control units. Oh, it's just backwards, that's why. Okay. So this goes like so. Give me one of these again. Cool. Okay. This is going relatively simple, but we're not in this building of shame yet. So, let's not speak too soon. What is behind this wall? A manufacturer. What, there is space? Okay, I think we can work with this. Those things are up there, but one is straight up here. And there is space there, so this could work. So let's deal with the fused frames first, because that is where the backup is. Fused frames. Right here. So I think what we're going to do... Should I just bring down both sides? I think we got enough frames I can just bring it down both sides. So let's do this. Okay. You know what? I'll hold on to that stack of 30s. Fine. Bring some down here. Haha. Let's give you another disaster belt. Actually, I might squeeze down here nicely. It does. That's actually pretty good. That's incredible. Okay, there we go. Might need to tighten that up a little bit, but I'm not doing that right now. This one, we can run along this wall. There's this drink. Oh boy. This is like a non-spicy version of that battery acid shot. Oh shoot. That's not correct. Yeah, okay. Now what? Go down and then up? I think that's what's gonna happen. Give me a Mark 1 belt. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta get up before you get down. And vice versa. Okay. So this is my radio control unit bin right here, I believe. Nope, that's my motors. This is my radio control unit bin. Yeah. So we're actually going to change this real quick. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the input. Oh, no. We put these motors here. Okay, let's fix these motors. Wait, what is happening here? Oh, I see output, okay. Okay. There we go. Now, these things. Did you line up? Are you lined up? You are lined up. That's excellent news. Fortunately, the input belt is in a mildly awkward location. Let's do this like this. Oh, that's the other thing I did, is I upgraded the speed of a lot of these belts just to keep things flowing a little better. So a lot of my shared belts are now like Mark III belts. Okay, cool. I believe that has done it. That should be our radio control unit and our pressure conversion cubes, and they should be going to the right spot. That only took 20 minutes, not too shabby. How are we doing here? Okay, we're going to go back and check on those in a moment. What I want to do first is I want to follow... Oh my god. My tower of shame. Haha. Oh, that's alright. I need somewhere to get my love of spaghetti belts out of the way. Okay, so this is all backing up again. Why? I wonder if my cable is backed up. Probably. So I have my cable buffer here. I bet you it's already full. Yeah. Which is a bit of a problem. But it's not actually a bit of a problem. That's because all the other buffers are full. Like, I have a whole bunch of temp controls here, or whatever these things are called. Heat controls, cooling systems. Exactly. I got a whole bunch of these frames, which are the only other two things on those lines, so I think we should be fine. So, that being said, let's go see if we are making pressure conversion cubes. Can't really see the belts from here. Is that a radio control unit? This one's zipping along there? Oh, it's probably a supercomputer. Regular computers, yeah. Have they just not made it here yet? Oh, here they come. Poking through the window. Okay. Very nice. So, let's just make sure. Yeah, you're full of fused frames. You are also full of fused frames. Might as well take a full stack. And then this is all connected and good to go. That is not connected and good to go. Let's connect that. Okay. Looking good. So hopefully we'll get a nice backlog of these things for when we start making our nuclear pasta. So we're doing 2 per minute, which is 500 minutes. What's that, 48? It's a little over 8 hours. But, I mean, we're still a few hours away from... Actually, we're probably not a few hours away. We might actually get to the particle accelerators in these next few episodes, because we're just about ready to do our nuclear stuff, get our fuel together and going. So I'm going to head back over there, actually, but before I do, I just want to make sure there's nothing else I really need. I might grab some more plates. There's a ton of cable over there in the truck already. Plastic. We might need more copper sheets. Just out of curiosity, what do you require? Supercomputers and heavy frames. Heavy frames are over there. Okay, I'll grab some more aluminum. There's a bunch of concrete over there already, and a bunch of cable. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's go do this. Oops, this is the room I'm looking for. I need more aluminum, I said, and more plates. Let's grab some silica too while we're here. I used a bunch of my silica decorating things. Still carrying around the 16 wood too for no reason. You know what? Wood, just go away. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you can go away. That's fine. I'm gonna keep that stuff for more fabric. Because you never know when you're going to need more fabric. Especially when we start dealing with nuclear waste. We're going to suck through our filters pretty quickly when we start dealing with nuclear waste, because that is very radioactive. And will drain our air filters real quick. We're making stators over there. Okay, let's go. How are we doing for time? We got 5 minutes. That's enough time to get there and give you a little tour of our recently decorated thingy-majingy. So I've been playing around a little bit with the hover pack while ziplining instead of the fuel jetpack. It seems to work okay. I was having trouble with it when I was zipping over to our fuel production area. Like I would lose power, but it seems to work okay here. But you can see when we're in between pylons, we lose power, so that shouldn't really be an issue. We should only need to use it when we're at the pylon, but you never know. Oh, no. Why did that happen? Why did I just let go? Can you grab it? Weird. It's a little finicky, but hey, we got here. Okay, so I did build this extra concrete. So we have enough concrete now to support our encased beams. I've enclosed everything, put some roofs on stuff. Yeah. A little bit of decoration. Built this tower because why not? It looks pretty cool. And I've also got our manufacturers installed up here. I've only installed them, I haven't plumbed them yet, but this is where we're going to be making our fuel. So I think the first thing we're going to do is start getting these things hooked up with belts. I was talking about maybe doing the control rods in this area, but there's enough space on this floor that I can do the... I have stators being made, so I can do the AI limiters up here and the copper sheets for the AI limiters up here and the control rods up here, because I only need 2 assemblers for AI limiters and 2.5 assemblers for control rods. So there should be plenty of space up here for that stuff. Should be. Why don't we start by putting these assemblers down? So let's do our control rods here. So I said we need 2.5, which equals 2 with a slug. So these can be our control rods. Oh, there might not be enough space if I do it like that. Let's do it like this. Okay. These can be our control rods. I'm curious. If I put that in there and I copy and paste the settings, does it steal my slug? It does. Cool. Good to know. I don't actually want to do that, but that is good to know. Okay, so control rods. Check. So we need 10 AI limiters. Okay. That is doable. AI limiters are going to be here. I believe you make 5 at a time. Yeah. So 2 AI limiters. Cool. And AI limiters are going to require 50 copper sheets, which we can do with constructors over here. Now, I'm not sure. So we need 5 constructors. So let's go to our trusty blueprint. Our trusty right input blueprint. Yeah. Let's not put it right against the edge, just in case I want to walk. Oh, cable. Shoot. Okay. Well, I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm going to go grab some cable. And I'll get those 5 constructors built, and then we will come back. So until that time, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot, and we will see you next time. Cheers. I spilled drink on my shirt.